Championship or Kampungship? It's a quite unique topic today, so I hope you're going to enjoy this session with us. Again, guys, welcome to my channel. I'm Komlan, and I hope all of you are fine and safe and have a good time with your family. Today, I'm going to share a bit more about what you can do to become a champion. Right? You probably can do your own Googling check or whatever is necessary. Can you just show up your name and write in a comment what you want it to be? You want to be a champion in your life, in your finance, in your career, or you just want to be like a Kampungship. It's like, you just want to be moderate, below average. You want to have debts so much or debts, and you don't have that happiness and time within you. What is your choice? So please do me a favor, write down your comments under this video so that we know exactly where you stand, and then once we know where you stand, we practically will understand how to coach you to break through that particular session. Now, my point today is whether you're going to break down or you're going to break through. Yeah, this comes to the conclusion of championship and Kampungship. See, I believe some of you are football fans. Maybe you love Manchester United, maybe you love Belgium, maybe you love Liverpool, or maybe you love Barcelona. It doesn't matter. But if you see in the world ranking, you probably will see Belgium was the number one in the whole football team. And if you see Malaysia, you probably will see in a different ranking, right? I will never go to tell the ranking, but they're in a certain ranking. You also see some countries are in the top last of the ranking. So my question is, what makes the champion? What makes the champion? You probably can take squash, Nicole David, as a best example of world best. You probably can take Dato Lee Chong Wei as a best example of a champion. Tiger Woods in golfing, Michael Schumacher. There are many examples we can just list down in a fingertips. But if I'm going to ask you a question, Nicole David is number one, right? Without even thinking, who is number two? We're going to think sometime, right? If I'm going to tell you Michael Schumacher is number one, who is number two? We're going to think for a while. So the number two is always forgotten. Or maybe we don't remember their names because they're number two. So for you to be remembered, you have to be always on the top on a championship. In any game you play, whether you are an employee, whether you're a self-employed, whether you're a business person, are you going to play the game as the master? Are you mastering the game? Are you playing the game to the best as you could? Do you have the enough knowledge to play your game? Right? So my point today, if you are thinking about being a champion in your own game, what do you think you have to do? You can just write down all the comments underneath this video, yeah? What you have to do? I'll tell you 3 points today that makes champions a champion, yeah? See, to win a championship, you need a team. You need a team. You cannot become a champion by you alone. It's impossible, yeah? If you see a football team cannot win a championship just because of the striker. No, they still need a midfielder. They still need a defender. They still need a goalkeeper. Without this combination of the team, they cannot win championship. Just imagine the goalkeeper said, no, I don't want to play the game properly. I don't want to play the game properly. So do you think the team will win? No, they're going to lose. So every single department, every single person in your crew is crucially important. So the number one thing if you want to become a champion, you have to start building a championship team. A team with the same mission, a team with the same energy, the team with the same passion, the team with the same commitment, the team with the same spirit, the team that understands each other and help each other. Those are the number one characteristics if you want to build a championship life, a championship team, a championship business. So number one, you got to form a team who are in a championship mindset. What is number two? You got to start building the discipline. Guys, in many cases, many talented people fail tremendously, not because they're not talented, but they lack of discipline. What I mean? They tend to fall very quickly into the comfort zone. They tend to relax a bit. And they always say to themselves, it's okay, let me rest today, I'll do it tomorrow. The mind always try to trigger you and confuse you and trick you by telling it's okay, rest today, do tomorrow. Champions don't rest until they hit their necessary goals. So if you don't have a discipline to be consistent in what you do, repeatedly again and again, without losing excitement, even you have a tough time coming in, you win. The second requirement of being a championship is to stay disciplined in your tough time. Yeah? And what's number 3? You need to have the right coach. You need to have the right strategy. You need to have the right mentoring. You cannot do it everything yourself. Sometimes you need someone better than you to give you the idea and a training and a coaching. You cannot expect to do everything yourself. So you have to remove your ego from yourself, and you must agree to yourself that you're not good at it yet. You still need a training. You still agree to yourself that you still need more coaching and development that you're not good at. And you have to start accepting someone who already done it before and above your level to step into you and knock your head, teach you, coach you, and form you. You have to allow the knocking session, education session, development session from the result proven guy to teach you. So that's number 3. If you have these 3 things, you can win any championship. Of course, guys, there are many other tools and many other mechanics you probably need to use to become a champion. But that other 3 you have to have to become a champion. Now, why I'm sharing this in MCO? Because when you're staying at home, what are you doing on the 3 things I mentioned just now? Are you attracting team from any other parts in the world using a social media? Or you don't do anything in a social media waiting for people to spot you? You got to form a team. You got to form a championship team. Because it's MCO, what are you doing with your live videos? What are you doing on your social media? The second thing I mentioned to you just now is discipline. How consistent you're doing that. How consistent you're going into the content. How consistent you're giving so much of value to the society at this time. Because on the MCO, people need more values. People need more belief. People need more hope. And what are you doing about it? If you ask me, you have to do minimum of 10 to 50 contents a day for you to be spotted. If you're doing one, maybe you won't get any much impact. And the third, of course, if you don't know how to get things right and you feel stuck all the time, whether financially, spiritually, by health, or by even your business, whatever, why not you find a coach? Why not you find a mentor to transform you? Because you have only 2 choices here. You become a loser or you become a winner. You become a champion or you become a Kampungship. Or you have to decide what you want to change. If you can make that commitment, you'll make that impact. Guys, listen to me carefully. I was speaking to some of my team members just now, and I said, you can give all kind of excuses to everybody around the world for what are you not doing now. Yeah, you can give all the excuses in the world, the best, beautiful excuses to everybody, to your parents, to your brothers, to your sisters, to your friends, to your neighbors, to your team. You can tell anything to anyone. But let me ask you, when you have no money, you can give all these excuses. I don't have money because of him. I don't have money because of the government, because of the trainer, because of the trainee, because of the company, because of this, because of that. You can give all these reasons. Ask yourself this question. If you're not married, assuming you're married and you got a kid, or if you're already married and you got a kid, what will you do if your kid, let's say it's about 5-6 months or probably 1 year, and he or she need a milk to drink? What will you do if you have no money to buy milk powder? What will you do? Are you willing to give pipe water? This is very tough question, and you can write down the comment underneath. We never know when the crisis is going to come. Nobody knows. Are you prepared with enough money for you to live your life? Do you have the emergency fund for minimum 6 months to 1 year to make you survive and your family to survive. What will you give to your kid? A milk or plain water? If you don't want to give the plain water, you have to start training yourself to be a champion. Guys, listen, I love you all so much and I'm giving you so much of value to yourself. Please do me a favor. If this video don't help you much, please share this video to someone else who needs the most. Because many people in the world today, they want to transform their life. They want to transform their finance. And we only can help them by sharing this kind of videos so that they can change themselves. This is free and I'm giving to all of you with the hope that you are going to be champion another 1 year from now, right? Let us know, keep us posted, write your comments, and we'll get back to you as soon as possible. Until then, guys, stay safe at home, stay healthy, and be always a champion, not a Kampungship, yeah? Championship, not a Kampungship. See you guys, have a good day, bye-bye.